We had everything ready. We just went out for a final shopping trip for souvenirs for her family in Mexico. I stopped at A&W for a last-minute lunch for us before heading home to pack. As I'm waiting for my order, I get an anonymous message on Facebook basically telling me that she's been cheating on me with a coworker of hers, that I'm a really good person, and they wanted me to find out and wished me the best. I confronted her almost immediately on the drive home and she admitted to sleeping with one of her coworkers. At first, she said they only kissed, but eventually told me they had sex. She told me we were on a break, which is true. She was at her sister's for approximately 1 week, because we were having relationship issues. I circled around for a few minutes and asked if she ever takes off her wedding ring. She said, "I never take it off," thinking that's supposed to make me feel better. I asked her if she took it off while she was with another man, and she went silent and said yes, she did. To make things worse, she saw him on fucking Friday night, 3 days ago. She went out with her co-workers to the pub to play cards, and he was there. She admitted to doing the Spanish greeting where you hug and do the cheek kisses too with him. She always sends me photos of what she's doing when she's out, and the one she sent that night had this motherfucker in the photo. I cancelled the trip, told her to pack her things and go to her sister's. This was the first time I was going to meet her family after 4 years of marriage. We had every single day packed with activities to do. Everyone that I know and that she knows, family, friends, co-workers, thinks we are currently in Mexico. I'm still numb and don't know what to do. I had 2 weeks booked off work for this. Work has been so stressful, and I needed this escape. Now I'm back to eating my stupid healthy fucking meals, going to the gym and watching TV like every day of my life, instead of being in a magical tropical fucking paradise with my wife. I feel like the universe just took all my happiness away from me all at once.
Me, age 20, and my girlfriend, age 26 of 1 year, had been going steady for a while now. And this is the last thing I expected from her. I suppose in most situations it is the last thing to be expected. When I graduated, both her and my mom tapped me out. My parents spent so much money to travel to see me, and my dad had to stay at home so she could go. I graduated basic training months ago, and before going to tech school, I was able to spend 2 weeks at home for the holidays, and for most of that time, I spent it with her rather than my family. And I feel guilty about it every day after hearing how expensive it was to fly me home for the holiday. During my 2 weeks, I bought her a $300 to $400 promise ring because I had faith in her and in us. After the 2 weeks ended, I went back for my tech school, which was only 3-ish months. She waited for me, at least as far as I'm aware, for the entirety of basic training. What's 3 more months, right? I was dead wrong. I had less than a month before my tech school was over when we started getting in little fights, and then when I was angry with her one day, she said, "Can we do this another time?" I was confused of why can't we talk about our problems now, and I started guessing and asking why was wrong, and eventually I asked if it was a breakup. When I first asked, I didn't believe it was until she stayed quiet. A few days later, she sent a long paragraph breakup text explaining that she likes the time she had by herself and that she still loves me, but she thought we needed to separate. She was married at 18 up until last year when we met at work and got the divorce. And she explained she didn't get the time to be on her own. She started working out at the gym, and I won't lie, she looks good, but she had been geeky looking and maybe a little chunky all her life. When we met, she was likely on the verge of an eating disorder from, I'm guessing, the stress from her ex husband not helping around. At least that's what I was told. She's 5 feet 11, and she was as skinny as a scarecrow when I met her. But I still found her face and personality attractive to me. Even the photos of her when she was heavy, she was still attractive to me. This is just for some background. She had started going to the gym after putting on a little weight while being with me. She was probably at the weight she should be now instead of underweight. She started heading to the gym and working on her legs and butt and gaining this new confidence. The confidence isn't what I was afraid of, but how she showed it. After she sent that breakup text, she began posting on her Facebook and Snap of herself and her body constantly wearing crop tops and revealing clothing. Before, she was pretty reserved and kind of nerdy, and that's what I really liked about her. Weeks pass by, and I'm still in tech school, and I've been visiting the chaplains to help get myself over her. I still never replied to her breakup text. Eventually, I talked myself into asking how she was doing and if she wanted to talk over the games we played. She was drinking that night, and we sort of reconciled in a way. She told me all of her feelings, and I told her mine, and it was looking a little up. We still loved each other, but just torn on what we should do. That night, she also admitted to making a page on Twitter, or X now, posting nudes and other things. She explained it was for the money since she was snowed in and couldn't go to work, and that the emergency heat kicked on and ran up her bills. I was trying to be understanding and trying to make us work, but it's been rather one sided. She mentioned still being friends or friends with benefits, but I'm afraid I'm not that type of guy. Fast forward, I'm finally home and I visit her to pick up my cat from her house, and we talk for a while. We hug and say how much we missed each other. We kiss and make out and do other NSFW stuff for hours. Eventually, she lets out that her page was on X. Originally, she said she had a page but didn't tell me what it was on. And then she messed up and mentioned a title she put on one post BC. It was getting a lot of views and giving her a lot of followers. Anyways, after talking for a while, her explaining again how she'd just like to be by herself because she doesn't want to feel like she has to tell me what she's doing if I text or ask. I was like, okay, we can try being friends, even though I don't especially like that term. And we can go out. And if you feel like you want to come back together and feel like it will be right for you, this time we can go it. So I leave. And that night I searched up her account and found it on her account. It said she was bisexual, which from everything I know about her, she's not. But then I remember she's been going to a friend's house a lot recently that she met from work and got fired, and they've been watching shows together. She was a bit hesitant and acted strange about giving me info about this person. Saturday is when I visited my ex and spoke with her, and I asked if she wanted to go on a date and just watch our show together and catch up. She said sure. I asked if Sunday was good yesterday, and she said she'd be up at her friend's house. And I said okay, and we said maybe later after her friend's house. I texted here and there, making small talk. Eventually, I went out to play basketball, and I had the feeling I should check her driveway, which was on the way to the basketball court. I do a quick drive around her block, and there's this big green truck behind her car. My heart sunk, and I drove to my friend's house that was nearby and spoke with his grandma, and she gave me sound advice and calmed me down. I drive back to her house and I park outside and go up to the door and knock. She doesn't answer for 5 minutes or more. She finally opens it and she's wearing her t shirt and underwear. I ask for my ring back, and she tells me to hold on. She closes the door, grabs it, and comes back. She gives it to me. I thank her and call her by her online page name and leave. She proceeds to text me and say, I'm sorry you found the page. I doubt I can say anything that makes that better. Like TF, you ain't gonna address the elephant in the room? On the alt account I made on X, I asked for a video of her doing something with another guy, thinking she might ask me to do it, since she replied and said she had a guy in mind. I got a reply today saying that she can do it for 30 bucks and she will have to split it with another guy. I had hoped that was just a family member's truck or something, or a neighbor just needing to park there, but that pretty much confirmed my suspicions. She also made that X account in January when we were still together and doing good, and didn't have those upcharged bills. Today, I'm going over to pick up more of my stuff and to drop off hers, and she had the audacity to ask to keep the cross necklace I bought for her. She's not even Christian, mind you. Her parents really liked me too, and all they know is that she thinks that I'm too close to my mom and that she likes being by herself is the reason we separated. I'm super tempted to get revenge by sending it to them, but I know I probably shouldn't. I'm just so mad and hurt right now and don't know what to do.